Hi, my name is Aki and I built this thing called CodeSeek. It works as any other code assistant. It is a RAG system that uses FAISS for vector search and uses semantic embeddings to find relevant code chunks and LLM to explain what the code does. I had the whole pipeline ready to go. My index was set up, embeddings were working, and chunking is also being done. All I needed was an LLM for my backend to explain if there are any questions about the. I started with Claude from Anthropic. Makes sense, right? It's pretty solid and very popular LLM. So I have integrated it into my RAG pipelines and made my first inference call. It immediately asks for a credit card. I'm not running it in a production line, right? It's my personal project, so I can't justify paying for it. So I immediately moved on and found an alternate. Next, I moved on to Gemini. Google is free tier, right? It seemed perfect. It doesn't require any billing or no card information. So I refactored all my API calls and updated my dependencies. So I got everything set up and I went on to generate my API key and I came across a regional restriction message. Yeah, apparently Gemini is not available in my region. My entire retrieval augmented generation pipeline is ready to go and just sitting there, and I can't even get an API key. So after a little bit more research, I have landed on Groq. It is free, fast retrieval, and there is no regional restrictions. So I got everything set up, end-to-end is working. Semantic search is pulling the relevant code chunks and my LLM is also giving explanations. Everything is working fine and I came across a different kind of error. This was interesting. The model in my config was apparently decommissioned. The model I was using is Llama 3.8p, I think it was 8192 model, and it was deprecated without no warnings. At that point, I just switched to the updated model and it worked. The model I went with is Llama 3.1 updated, and my whole project went on running. There were here and there small syntax errors, spelling errors, but right now the RAG pipelines does semantic code search across all the repositories and explains everything in plain English, and it is free to run. Overall, the project was very smooth and I've learned and gained a good experience. Thank you very much.